What's up, y'all? My name is Andre Hopkins, also known as Andre Interview, and today I'm joined here by Sato. How you feeling today?
Feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good. Yeah.
All right, sounds good. We'll just hop right into it here. So my first question here. So, Map, when you guys lost, managed to bounce back. How'd you guys manage? How'd you guys do it?
I feel like the playstyle that we run on Breeze is kind of different from the playstyle that we run on like Split and Bind, and to be honest, just put Spike on Neon, bro. That ass. Just put him on Neon, bro. He just runs it down and we win the game. It's that simple.
That Map 3, he's doing whatever it
Yeah,
feels
he's
like.
doing whatever he wants.
Also, those King Lurks on Map 3, man, that stuff was crazy out there. So, what did you guys hear backstage after Map 1 that kind of rejuvenated you guys for Map 2 and 3?
Honestly, one thing that at the beginning I thought it was kind of hard. Um, is that like whenever we go backstage, we don't treat it like we're playing a match, and at the beginning it was kind of like, what do you mean? We need to reset for the second map, but in a way, it's also like resetting because you like it feels like you don't give a fuck about like whether you just lost the first map or not. Because we lost first map, and the first thing that we started talking about was like, oh, we made this mistakes, we made that mistakes, we gotta fix this for next time. Like, yo, okay, that is true. That is true. So that way we treat it like as if we were practicing and we just made a mistakes on a scrim.
Yeah.
So for the second map, it was like, it's okay, guys. It's a different map. We play differently anyway. So I feel like our play style varies a lot from map to map. So it's not like it's the end of the world if you lose one, because if you get us in one map, we're gonna get you in the other two.
Playing as a team like G2 who is like one of the only teams in America who plays Harbor so often, how does that change your prep going into the game?
Yeah, that was hella annoying. That was hella annoying. I feel like G2 is a very sneaky team because they play comps that no one else is playing. So whatever you have to do against them, it's like on the run. Either you study them beforehand or you're just like gonna get hit with something that you never experienced before. So for Breeze, we've played against teams that ran Harbor, but not as well as they do. So it's kind of like difficult to play against. On Split, we already saw what they did against MIBR, and honestly, it felt like how can I say? We didn't have to change much of what we did on Split. Obviously, we tweaked around a bit so we could play against them. But yeah, it's kind of difficult because you have to be very like adaptive mid game. You need to like change a lot of stuff. You need to come up with new ideas on the run. And honestly, I'm really proud of myself and my team because even though we're rookies, I feel like at this point of my life, of my career, is the point where I'm most confident in giving out like different ideas mid game. So like I'm confident in myself to, if I see something, even though we never practiced before, I'm confident that I can call that and say that no guys, we have to do this kind of stuff. And it really, and I think Owner and King are really responsible for that. They really helped me develop this kind of thing. I remember like in practice this week, it was like I saw something, somebody gave a call, and like from my perspective, it was obvious that it was a bad call, but I didn't cancel it. And then I was like, and then they called me out like, yo, you need to cancel this. And I was like, I just followed another call, and then Owner said, okay, but that's your responsibility to cancel if you know it's not good. And I was like, damn, he's hella right.
So it's like finding your voice in the team.
Yeah.
Okay. So I talked to Spike before the stage, and he talked about how the team played really slowly, but that you guys were going to pick up the pace starting this stage. Do you guys think you've done a good job picking up the speed and not playing as slow as you did in kickoff?
I feel like both play styles are like a possibility for us. I feel like honestly, I do enjoy the fast-paced, but I really like this low-paced game style as well. I just feel like kickoff we weren't really able to showcase it properly because we had a sub, and like our preparation before the tournament wasn't really as thorough as we would like because we had to divide our practice with the sub.
Yeah.
So Honestly, I feel like we can run either way, and I like playing both styles. I don't think it's an issue running it down, following Spike, and just baiting his ass. I also like playing methodically, just waiting things out. I honestly feel like what happened to us in kickoff was kind of unfortunate. I think Neon should have been birthed before. That's on him, and yeah.
Do you think playing that slower style helped against a team who's methodical like G2?
Uh, I think I think today we played really fast. I feel like they weren't ready. The thing about playing teams in the beginning of group stage is like you don't have info on them, and if it's a team like that's really aggressive like we were today, it's kind of hard to adapt. You need to change a lot of stuff. And I feel like a lot of times, especially during third map, we got a kill, we ran it down.
So it's just playing that faster style
Yeah.
to try to counter their slow stuff. Okay, so you guys have 3 players who can play duelists at an exceptional level. What goes into the process of figuring out who plays what where?
Um, I'm on perma duelist because I'm the least flexible, I'd say, for my team. I'm the crutch. And I feel like for for Neon, I feel like the thing that he's really exceptional is zopping. Like that guy's genuinely bizarre playing op. And Spike, I believe, okay, you can hate me, you can think I'm just talking, I'm just hyping my team up, but I think he's genuinely the best Neon I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, uh, Dombey is great and all, but nobody's seen Spike before. Like that guy is genuinely insane, and I've been saying that this guy is the best Neon on the world ever since like I knew him. And so that was easy. So Spike plays Neon really well, and I cannot play anything else besides Duelist because I'm shit. So that those were the thought process behind it, and Neon could play anything. Honestly, that guy is really good.
Well, I mean, we've seen how good you are at this duelist. How do you feel about Phoenix coming back into the meta? He hasn't been meta in so long, and now he's just very prominent.
Bro, that character is so fucking fun. The only bad thing is that I cannot stat farm because I need to die to get orbs. I need to orb max every time. And it's like really obvious because whenever like we're in a post plan, you see like we're 4v1, you're just gonna see me run it down spawn to try to die and get my orb. Because if you don't if you die to me, I'll get an orb, and if you kill me, I'll get an orb. So it's like it's really difficult to not give me that value.
I mean, even the commentators point out on behind round 1, you switched guns so you could run it Valen
Yes.
to try to farm the orb, try to get that ult, because that ult is so powerful. I mean, that's a key part of his kit, yeah?
Yeah.
It was just with the Phoenix play, do you think that we'll see any changes to him? Not nerfs per se, but just like, do you think more teams will pick him up in the future with how strong he feels?
I'm not sure because I feel like I feel like Phoenix is viable because the meta is really double duelist induced. So like if you were to run solo Phoenix, you're cooked. That's my take on it. So either they keep the double duelist meta and Phoenix will be nerfed because it's really strong, or like they're gonna do something to tweak the meta and go back to having like double initiator, double controller, and I feel like that's how the game is gonna go.
What do you think they need to do to bring the Neon pick rates down? I saw a stat that she's a higher pick rate than Chamber did at his peak.
Man, it's kind of difficult. You cannot really blame, right? Everyone like complains about meta changes, but like, how can you nerf Neon in a way that it doesn't kill the character? Because like, if you don't nerf the Neon, the pick rates is gonna still keep like high. If you nerf it just a little bit, it's gonna still keep being strong, and if you nerf the identity of the character, it's dead. So like, it's really like difficult to maneuver around it. So I'm not sure. I hope that they keep Neon alive because I honestly love seeing Spike play, and I love baiting his ass. So hopefully they don't do anything too dramatic on him.
Yeah, because I've seen like you've seen the Vise. People are playing a lot of Vise. anchor players have talked about how frustrating it is. Like I saw a video by Bao. He's just talking about how frustrating it is playing against Neon. So I feel like we'll see an inevitable nerf or change. I'm still on the side of just buffing the Sentinels. Don't like Neon's like not that broken. Just everything else to counter her isn't that good. Do you think there's anything there just buffing Sentinels instead of nerfing Neon?
I feel like, honestly, the good thing would be like bringing Sentinels and Neon to like a 50-50 where like to make it a skill-based matchup. So like, oh, a really good Cypher can beat a Neon player, and a really good Neon can beat a Sentinel player. Like, or a really good team that knows how to set up their Neon is gonna thrive on it. But then again, it's so difficult to have things and not just kill a character accidentally.
Yeah.
You know how Yoru was not picked for a long time, and people realized like this character is really strong, and then they killed the character. And I think the same with Waylay, which I don't really think Waylay was that strong. Like I feel like after everyone knew how to play against it, like the pick rates went down because people understood how to play against Waylay. And I feel like Neon, if the enemy player is not really a really good Neon, then it's like it's not that strong, in my opinion.
So do you think the Waylay would have figured itself out even without a nerf?
I think so because like, well, either nerf Waylay or nerf Neon is my take because it was really strong whenever double dash saturate and then Neon comes around and just kill you while you're slow. I felt that was really strong, but like Waylay by itself wasn't really that big of a deal. Okay, it would get some kills on Shorty, but then it would have nothing else to go onto site.
Okay. I have another question here. So according to some inside sources I have, at Masters Santiago, you were walking and hit your head on a pole. Is that
Whoa,
correct?
Who told you that, Sage?
That's inside sources.
No, I know 2 people witnessed that.
Insider sources of what I was
what
told.
do you mean? I know the 2 people that saw me that witnessed that shit.
What happened? How did that occur?
Okay, that was a big black curtain. I was like to get out of the venue, and then I pulled out the curtain, and then I was gonna walk out because I had to do an interview outside, and then there was a massive iron pole on my head, and I couldn't do anything about it. It was already too late. I just hit my head in it, and I felt dazed for like 2 seconds, but that was it. It wasn't that big of a deal. Nobody saw it besides 2 people, which I'm gonna find out who told you that.
It was insider sources. That's all I can say.
I'm gonna find them.
All right. Well, good luck in your next week's matchup, and I'll hope to see you guys keep succeeding.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the interview.